Hey there, this is Christine Collins. Sometimes we think about our content as being our blogs or that one big piece of content that we primarily release every week for our audience, but I actually have a list of 7 different things that you may not consider to be part of your content that actually are. So the first one is when you are posting into Facebook communities that you are a part of. A lot of times our Facebook groups have regular theme days, sometimes there's a tip day, sometimes there's a promo day. There's a lot of different opportunities that we have to share our expertise, to share our insights, and to have conversations with other people in that community. And sometimes we underestimate the value that contributing content into those conversations has. It gives you a fabulous opportunity to talk about what you do, to share your knowledge, your wisdom, and to really demonstrate the expertise that you have in your area, which allows for other people who maybe don't know you and perhaps would not have encountered your work any other way to really see what you're made of and what you have to offer, and to really be able to engage with you in a conversation. The second one is when we get into those conversations in groups, our responses that we have for others in the comments thread. Not necessarily just on our own post that we share, but if somebody asks a question or if there's a dialogue that's happening on a particular subject and it's an area that you have some knowledge in, you can really add a lot of value to those people. And even the people that are in the group that are not directly involved in that back and forth dialogue will be scanning over the comments, will be reading them. I know there's plenty of times for myself that I scan over comments. I'm just interested to see what everybody else has had to say about it. So you may be surprised and may not even realize how many people there are that are seeing your contribution and your responses in some of those threads. The third way is your own Facebook page and your daily posts. These are the various different things that you're sharing onto your Facebook page, probably on a daily basis or perhaps even more frequently than that. And they are most likely a combination of different kinds of content. Sometimes they may be tips and suggestions and insight and wisdom. Sometimes they may be fun things. Sometimes they may be promotional things. So you have the fabulous platform and opportunity to share various different aspects of your business and your personality onto your page. And sometimes we also underestimate the value of doing that regularly and consistently. So consider for a moment that somebody who does encounter you in a Facebook group or has communicated with you in a thread or has even just simply seen some of your comments and wants to check out more about your work, most likely the first thing they're going to do is go to your Facebook page to try to get a better understanding of who you are and what your business is about. And so all of those posts that you have, your videos, your memes, your graphics, your little short posts, give them a quick snapshot vision of what you do, who you are, and how you help people, and can be a fabulous way for you to present yourself to potentially new and interested clients that are coming across you for the first time. Then we also have on your Facebook page your fun posts. And sometimes we underestimate the importance of these. It can be tempting when you're very knowledgeable on a subject to make most of your work related to that topic, related to your expertise, related to the tips and the suggestions and the fabulous knowledge and information that you have to share. But actually, it's just as important that you have some fun posts, whether they are little conversation pieces, perhaps it's a joke or a picture of you doing something that's not directly related to your informational content, that allows people to really get a glimpse into your personality and discover that you're really nice, you're really funny, you're really interesting, and you might be somebody that they're interested in working with because now they have a little bit more of a sense of who you are as a person beyond just who you are within your business. And then we have our conversations, our live conversations that we get into with colleagues and people that we know. Sometimes it's a casual conversation. It may be somebody that we're talking to in a store, or it may be somebody that we're talking to in a group or a program that we're a part of. And we often underestimate the value of those relationships as we build them. And sometimes those conversations turn towards your expertise, and sometimes they don't. They're simply about everyday things or shared interests, or you may even be talking about the other person's work. But that relationship building is also a key component to your business. And you might be surprised how frequently those types of relationships and conversations can lead to additional client interest or a referral. It may be that you get into a conversation with somebody who doesn't personally need you in terms of the work that you do, but they may know somebody else that does. So never underestimate the value of having casual conversations that do or do not relate to your business and the work that you do. Participating in programs with other people can also be a fabulous way to make new connections and get to know new people. And there are a couple of reasons for this. Not only does it give you a great opportunity to build more relationships, just like I was saying before in terms of the networking capacity, but it's extremely gratifying to have some of those social business relationships with other people who do similar work or who are also entrepreneurs that share that in common with you, and allow you to have a little bit of a social outlet amidst what you do. And you might be surprised, again, where some of those relationships can lead in terms of your business. And everything that you say and everything that you do in those environments is something to pay attention to, thinking about how you want to show up as a person and as a business owner, keeping in mind the type of personality that you want people to see of you. You know, keeping in mind the way that you behave in some of those different scenarios, keeping in mind that the people that you're interacting with could be future clients or could be future referrals, and just kind of making sure that the way that you're presenting yourself and the types of conversations that you're engaging in represent you as a person and represent your business as well. And finally, our everyday conversations. I have been absolutely amazed in my own business how frequently my ordinary everyday conversations have actually turned into interested clients. This was something that took me completely by surprise when I first became an entrepreneur, because I was doing a lot of the traditional marketing work, just like you are probably doing as well. And I really underestimated the value in simply mentioning to somebody in a casual conversation what I do and sharing a little bit about how I help people. I have been very amazed at how frequently some of those conversations have turned into client work. And I'm not just talking about the networking that you would expect, you know, with your colleagues and other entrepreneurs and other people who may be interested in the work that you do. But I mean things as simple as, you know, when you're getting your hair done, or you're talking to a neighbor, or you're talking to a friend of a family member, or you're just sort of having those casual, what do you do? What did you do last week? Types of conversations, and sharing about the work that I do. And I've been completely amazed at how frequently it has yielded interest in my work, and many times has led to various different types of sales and people purchasing things and people booking in for things and being interested in me and in my work. So always remember that any type of interaction you have is in some way representative of your content, and that there are many different kinds of content that go beyond informational content, wisdom sharing, knowledge sharing content. Those conversational aspects, those everyday things that you might not be thinking of, are often an opportunity as well as a representation of who you are as a person and who you are as an entrepreneur. So I hope you found this insightful. Once again, I'm Christine Collins. If you are interested in content work, or you want to check out what I do, you can visit me at transformcreate.com, and I hope that you have an absolutely magical and creative rest of your day.